Now I've got to look it up, you rat turd.
I had the GoBot, fortress.
Oh, that thing.
What was that thing
cheap,
called?
I sold that thing.
cheap dog-looking thing.
I sold that.
The poor man's
It looked like an
at.
It did.
It looked like an AT-AT.
Poor man's at. It was. It was. Oh, man.
That you could stand on its butt to be a tower.
It was so funny. It was such a stupid looking thing. It was just like all those GoBots. Cop Tour was the worst. All of them were terrible. It's like, oh look, it's a thing. No, flip it. Don't even transform it. Just turn it on its side and look and see that it's a robot.
Yep.
Like 90% of them were just turn them slightly to their side, and you will see what they are. Oh, so freaking Nerf blurred.
At some point, I remember them releasing large versions of the GoBots.
Did they?
Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
Yes, they did. And
They
I had
a giant
one.
cycle.
I had a
big?
giant Leader 1, which was actually a cool little F-15.
When you mean giant, you mean normal Transformer sized.
Yeah.
No, they were like that big.
8 inches. That's normal Transformer size, right?
Moving on.
Whoa. I still gotta find it.
No.
Google.
And the assassin was in a white
I finally
robe.
found it.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
There we go.
Her name was Crasher. Remember?
Look at that. Look at that.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember that picture.
I remember that one.
Yeah, Crasher is her name.
She's like a purple face.
Yeah,
and black
she's
with,
a lady.
With passes for hair.
But she was a dude,
Whoa,
sort of, too.
whoa, whoa.
It's just really creepy. I loved it.
Of
course you did.
the lead singer of Queen,
Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
Looks a little like Freddie Mercury.
The female Crasher was one of Psykill's most loyal renegades,
Oh, she
despite
was
having
female.
a somewhat manic personality. One of her favorite pastimes is participating in demolition derbies. Under interrogation,
She's crazy. She's
she
a
admitted to
car.
having a crush on Leader 1.
What? Why would she get into a demolition derby? She's a car, for God's sakes.
I don't know. Because she's
She's
a GoBot.
nuts.
Olivia Munn.
Okay.
Yeah,
In case you're...
got my attention.
Yeah, I thought it would. In case
Sure.
you're under a rock.
Sorta.
American actress and TV presenter, best known for her work on Attack of the Show.
Yeah.
Even got a part in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
It seems that Olivia Munn's lawyer sent a cease and desist letter to an online store, Heavy Ink, over its sales Arctic Press comic book, Olivia Munn Celebrity Showdown, to be published in April. And Arctic describes the comic as, quote, Hollywood's hottest geek girl, Olivia Munn, hosts G4's Attack of the Show. But while at Comic-Con, she is attacked by a swarm of fans. Unable to escape, her gamma-irradiated cells explode, unleash the fury of a 50-foot woman. Munn. It's the showdown of the century. Geeks versus Munn. Let's get ready to rumble. The letter seems to think that the store is in fact the publisher and demands that they destroy all copies, even though the comic hasn't been printed or distributed yet.
Oh, they can't keep that gem from us. How dare they?
So
How dare
It's
they?
basically fanfic, isn't it?
You can take my... You
Pretty
can
much.
take my house. You can take my land. You cannot take my Munn comic. That sounds awful.
It sounds like a Comic-Con exclusive kind of thing.
Look at how Olivia Munn grew big. Look at how she doesn't really like nerds. Pretty awesome, huh? That'll be $5.
Why are you doing that in the Swolar voice?
Swolar voice.
Because he bought all the copies. Because he wrote it. Oh, this is the story of Olivia Munn. And then she gets huge. She was in the store, and the guy says, hey, I want to get the picture and write something on the paper for me. And she says, no, I don't do that kind of stuff just for nothing. And then he's like, oh, come on, you know you want to do it. And she's, no, and she gets raw. And then she's big Munn-tastic.
I look
And
up
she
Swolar and
puts-
Google images, and I just see pictures of children in their pajamas with the words fail. I don't get it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
The words fail on pajama children?
Yeah, that's pretty
What
much
did
it.
they do?
I don't know.
How does Swolar cause children to fail in pajamas? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. If you buy 2 copies of the Olivia Munn story, I will throw in a towel.
I used the towel.
I used towel that's got covered in Szechuan sauce.
If you're trying to...
Have you tried it in the Szechuan?
Chicken in the Szechuan.
Dip it in the Szechuan. It makes it so good. Ah, here's a piece of table. Dip it in the Szechuan.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
In big news,
Olivia Munn big? Like the... How big is the news?
Olivia Munn dipped in Szechuan. We're never going to get through this list.
Here it is, the big list of the episode, and since we're coming up on the hour, we're going to go through this pretty quick.
The big list!
This is a list of sequels currently in full development. Sequels only.
Some you may know of, some you may not know of.
Okay.
All right, so
what are we supposed to say?
So since we're not, since we're going to go through this pretty quick, I'm going to name a sequel, and you just cheer or boo.
Yay or boo. All
Yay
right,
or boo.
I like
And that's
it.
pretty much what it comes
That's
down to. All right, here we go. Ready? Do it. Night at the Museum 3.
I never saw the second one.
Uttering its name conjures up the devil. Blah,
I think that's a no.
Only more to me left.
Melokogaje. Night at the museum.
Get back, devil.
3. Okay.
Get behind me, devil.
All right.
Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
I'll watch that.
Can't
You
be
know
worse than the last
Boo.
one.
The third one,
The third one was a piece of shit.
Yes,
it was
thank
the worst
you.
movie ever.
Paul got up and
I
walked
walked out.
on that film.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Like we were like what? Not even an hour into it.
No,
You're like,
we were an hour in, but I was done.
seriously. Like Rick and I are sitting there. He got up. I was like, I've had enough. I'm done. Got up and he was out the door.
Yeah.
Rick and I looked at each other. I was like, is he just going to the bathroom?
No.
You know, an hour later he was still gone.
I was really offended by that movie. How stupid it was. God, it was a stupid movie.
It was pretty bad.
What set you off so bad? What was so stupid?
Just the whole thing with Jack in a whole different movie for most of the movie in weird crazy land, upside down in a bunch of white sand, just being goofy Jack, and I'm like, oh great, this is really fun. If I wanted to watch a goddamn street mime show, have something happening.
A lot of it did not make a lot of sense.
You know what? I remember specifically. I waited to see, what's his name from the Stones? Keith Richards.
Mm-hmm.
I waited to see Keith Richards come into the thing. So I was like, maybe then, during that moment, Johnny Depp will have something really cool with it. You know, the interaction with his father and all that kind of thing. Maybe that'll bring this thing around.
Nope.
And even then, I was like, there's nothing going on here. Nothing. They're having a fucking pirate meeting, and I'm bored to tears. It's a pirate meet. How do you make a meeting of thousands of pirates boring? And they did it.
The first one
really
was
hard.
the first Pirates of the Caribbean was good. Second one was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Third one was really awful.
Turd City.
It wasn't so awful that I would have got up and walked out on it like
It
Paul did.
was.
But I would not watch it again.
That's the F out of there. And I don't own it either. And that you know that foregoes against completely.
That's right.
The nerd law.
The rule, yeah.
Yeah.
Golden
That's
mean.
how bad it is. I break the nerd law.
Wow.
Well, you know what? When the fourth one comes out, you'll be free of that because
That's
you'll
true.
be under
Right,
the
and I'll only be
percentage.
at 50%.
Yeah.
You're right.
Twister 2.
What,
No.
dude?
Unless Philip Seymour Hoffman reprises his role.
That would be fine.
Food.
Food. Underworld.
He could do that, and he could do
For
and
2 hours.
He could do that.
90
and,
minutes.
Do you think what's her name would be in it still? 'Cause
I
her
would only go
career's
see it
going
if Bill
nowhere.
Paxton
Helen
was
Hunt?
back.
Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt.
Yeah, well,
She
you know.
reveals that the cyclone of this movie is actually in her lesbian twat.
I was gonna say she reveals to her husband that she's a lesbian.
And he goes back to that chick from the Lost Boys.
Yep.
I would like to see a Twister Wizard of Oz crossover. I don't know about you.
That'd be kind of crazy. Wow. That'd be the shit. Philip
They should
Seymour
have more
Hoffman winds up in
crossover
the
films.
Ozland.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Fuck these flying monkeys. Fuck this witch lady. Food.
Welcome back, folks. It is Couchcast number 39. I am Master Dorgo.
Dr. Vlog. 80s Jeff.
The famous Paul.
And special guest.
7 of 16.
And
The Daverator.
yes,
Yay.
we are. This is a full couch cast. That is a bad outfit. All right.
Did you see him use that on
Yes, I had
on Cleveland show?
that was actually the
I
funniest
loved it.
moment on
Hey,
Cleveland show yet.
Say it, Jim. It's a bad outfit. Oh my God!
What the hell?
Alert!
All right, executives of movie companies, listen to me and listen carefully. I speak with the voice of all nerddom behind me.
Except for me.
Versus movies. You want to make Jaws? Jaws versus Freddy. Cenobites versus the Master Chief. George Bush versus William Shatner. Things like that need to be made. You're missing out. That's it.
Right.
That's
God
you.
bless
Thank you for that.
America.
For the first time ever, Barbie asked the world to help her select her next career.
I heard about that.
Over the
Oh,
next
yeah.
few months, Barbie did research around the world, conducted online voting campaign, called upon the world to vote for her doll's next career. Barbie has asked her Twitter followers and fans on Facebook to help her with this momentous occasion. That's not all. Consumers loudly campaigned for another Barbie career. The winner of the popular vote is computer engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Computer engineer
Fluffer.
Barbie, debuting in Whitman 2010, inspires a new generation of girls to explore this important high-tech industry.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
No, I'm gonna code.
Yeah, well, the Barbie's... I'm looking at the Barbie holding a computer, and there's something missing, and I think it's about 50 pounds.
Yeah, she's holding a laptop, people.
It's a pink laptop.
To create an authentic look, Barbie designers worked closely with the Society of Women Engineers and the National Academy of Engineering to develop the wardrobe and accessories for computer engineer Barbie, wearing a binary code pattern tee and equipped with all the latest gadgets, including a smartphone, Bluetooth headset, and, of course, the pink laptop travel bag.
And glasses. What is she saying? All computer dorks wear glasses? Don't count my glasses. I'm just saying.
I was about to point to you.
Yeah,
I don't have glasses on right now.
that's because some of us had laser surgery. So.
I haven't ordered my contacts yet.
Does
Leave
she
me alone.
does she come with Cheeto stains and smell like a laundry bag? If she doesn't, that ain't authentic.
Does she talk only about World of Warcraft? If so, it ain't authentic.
Actually, the involvement of the Society of Women Engineers now makes sense. That pretty much.
She's got sparkly pants on in this picture. You think she's wearing
Not
that?
for
on her
long.
top? No.
Not for long.
No. Whatever.
Is she still under the desk, or is she actually
Okay,
on top of the desk, spread out?
problem.
Yes, spread eagle.
There's a problem here.
What's that?
There's a big problem here. That laptop, that's so tiny. What are you going to do with that?
It's a netbook.
Oh, okay.
It does
So-
look like a notebook.
It's just a phone.
Oh, man.
It's actually a play school.
It's
laptop.
an iPad.
It's a it's a ThinkPad. It's a Leapster.
Leapster.
K.
It's
It's a speak and spell.
N-G. Say it.
The correct spelling of
number stumpers.
Let me tell you something.
Bimbo
I went
is-
to college for computer science. I got the hell out of that field because
Me too.
everyone was a nerd wearing brown pants that were too short so I could see through yellow socks. I swear to God this is true. Most of them were hideous, awful, nerdy people. And that was for computer science, not for like marketing or the stuff I do now, which is web design. The computer science people, I mean, I love you guys. Thank you very much for computers, but you tend to be a little nerdy, even
Well, but
more
that's
so
what
than
it
I can
takes.
handle.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, and Barbie does not look the part. Sorry.
Don't want to see the way the sausage is made? Is that what you're saying?
No, I
hear
don't.
ya.
I'm just going to say she doesn't look like any computer engineer I've ever seen.
I'm thankful for Laszlo Holyfeld in his pajamas.
Yes.
I would not invite him to a party.